I'm Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
And we're two sisters Southern cooking.
Hey y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll out my puff pastry for our peach turnovers. So I'm just gonna roll it out a little bit here so it spreads a little bit and it's not as thick. I just threw down a little bit of flour just so it wouldn't stick. And we're gonna cut these in 4s, but I just wanted to get it a little bit out so it's not as thick. There we go. All right. Take a bench scraper and we're gonna cut it here, and then I'm gonna set these aside. And I'm doing this before I mix the peaches together and everything, so I have that all done, so I don't have to worry about that. So there you go. I'll just make sure that's separated. There we go. I'm gonna dust it off a little bit, get some of that flour off of it. And then we're gonna put an egg wash on top of it too. And then we're going to put it in the oven and bake it up. It's gonna be so good. All right, guys. I just wanted to show you what I was doing ahead of time before I put the peaches together. Hey y'all, so I have 4 peaches here, and some of these are South Georgia peaches, some of them are South Carolina peaches. So I got them all mixed in here together. So I'm going to be making peach turnovers this morning. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my cornstarch, my salt, and my brown sugar. And I am actually going to put in a teaspoon of vanilla with this. So we're going to mix it together. Let me get a wooden spoon. I'm just going to mix this together, let it thicken up. And then once it thickens up, then I have my turnovers y'all saw me cut up earlier. What I did was rolled them out a little bit more, and then I did my cut them into 4, so we'll have 8 of that for these. So, and of course, when we are done and they're out of the oven and they're still hot, I'm going to put a confectionery sugar glaze on top of them. Ooh, don't that look good? Ooh, yeah. Okay, so that's completely mixed together. All right. So parchment lined paper. We're going to bake this at 400 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes for your turnovers. This is going to be nice and golden brown. I do have an egg wash that I had created also off screen. It's 1 egg and 1 tablespoon of water. And we'll put that over the top. So we're going to, I think we're just going to put a little bit of try to turn this here, and we'll seal it up. I'm just crimping it here at the edges. Just to seal it up so we don't have all this peach juice everywhere, which I know we're going to have anyways. All right, I'll put it on one side and fold it over. I'm just going to crimp it up. And it sounds like our oven is ready. We're going to put an egg wash on top of this too, so. And then when we're done, then we're going to put the glaze on top of it. It'll be like a confectionery sugar icing glaze. what I use is normally like confectioner sugar and hot water and a little bit of vanilla, and that's how I make my glaze. This should make 8. I might have peaches left over. If I do, it's okay. We'll snack on them. Because I love some peaches, especially some good Georgia, good South Carolina peaches. This dough is a little warm, so you gotta be careful because it definitely will start to get a little loosey-goosey on you, and don't hold it shaped that well. That's okay, we'll do it. All right, I'm gonna come back in just a moment and I'll show you what it's like when I put the egg wash on the top. We'll see in just a moment. So we're back. I've got my egg wash here. I'm just gonna put that on top of my peach turner. Oh, these are gonna be good. Let me tell you why, because I tried a little bit of that peach juice. Insane. So it made 8 of them. I was a little generous in some of them more than others. So just try to make them equal. You don't have to put more than what your area will hold, because I was a little more generous with these 2 here. So anyway, hopefully it doesn't overflow too much. All right, we're gonna pop these in the oven about 20-25 minutes at 400 degrees. We're going to come back, and in a few minutes I'm going to make a glaze, and then we're going to put it on top as soon as it gets out. When it's piping hot, it melts all that in there, and it's going to be yummy, y'all. We'll be right back. Y'all, so we are making the icing for our turnovers. So I'm just going to put in, it should be about 2 cups of powdered sugar. My arms are tired, so I'm going to use the mixer. I'm just going to put in just a splash of water, and it's probably going to be like a tablespoon. And I'm also going to put in about a teaspoon of vanilla. All right, I'm going to go ahead and mix this up. Okay, so I put about another tablespoon of water in here. So that is 2 tablespoons of hot water, a teaspoon of vanilla, and about 2 cups of confectionery sugar. I like my confectionery sugar a little thick because it does melt when it gets on the hot turnover, so it will definitely be a little more loosey-goosey. So I want to be able to just drizzle that on there. So here we go. We are done with that. Look at these. Aren't these gorgeous? Oh my gosh, those are amazing looking. I'm going to go ahead and put them over here on my tray here, and then I'm going to sprinkle my glaze on them. They look so good. Oh my gosh, they look amazing. You know, out of all the things today that we were going to make, this is the thing that I craved the most, was these turnovers. And they're hot, hot, hot. Almost there. We may have to separate them a little bit here. I left them in for 20 minutes, guys, so it was definitely in for the whole 20 at 400. They are pretty hot, but they look so good. I'm trying not to burn myself. All right. This glaze is really, really pretty thick. That's what I wanted though. And I'm just going to start drizzling it across it. Thank you, Elsie, for taking that. And these peaches are from the produce stand that Elsie, Roger, Mom, and Laura's own across the street. So they are pretty fresh. I mean, that's farm to table.
Can we get a brush and kind of brush them?
If you want to. Spread it out a little. Yeah, if you want to.
Well, I don't know where my brush is.
I think they're in the... They're in where the dry, yeah.
Never mind. I didn't realize you used them.
Yes. All right, let's get good to the last drop on this last one. Never mind, I don't think I'll do it. There we go. So that amount did perfect for 8 turnovers. And it looks awesome. I can't wait to eat this. This is my sin of the week. So we are going to go ahead and do a taste test here in just a couple moments. So stay tuned.
Hey y'all, I'm going to taste our peach turnover. It looks delicious. I'm sure it is going to be divine. This is a big old piece,
Yeah,
but
it is.
I'm gonna look like the world's worst glutton at putting this whole thing in my mouth. That is good.
Oh my gosh, I gotta try this. Those peaches are very fresh because they're very ripe.
That's probably the best turnover we've done.
That is really good. Wow.
The crispiness of the dough and the sweetness of the peach.
Because those peaches were like overly ripe, so they were ready. Oh my gosh,
That is delicious.
Good. Oh my gosh, that's good.
And the glaze. The glaze is good too. The whole thing. All of it combined.
It's so easy to make too. It's not hard at all. Yeah, it's delicious, guys. All right, we will see you in our next video.
All right, goodbye.
Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
And we're Two Sisters Southern Cooking. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.